Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Market Trends. Today in this video we shall be discussing about two major companies. Rather than companies, I can say that one is of the banking sector and the other one is from the finance sector, that is a non-banking finance major company. The two which are to be discussed are are Axis Bank Limited and the other one is Bajaj Finance Limited. Now these two companies are about to announce their quarter results tomorrow. So what we are going to do in this video is that we will go through both of them step by step to check out what is the condition of both of them before in hand, and based on those numbers we will come to some conclusion. Yeah, we will come to some conclusion. As you can see in front of your screen, I have a chart listed over here from Axis Bank Limited. The stock last traded today at 434.55 Indian rupees, which was a hike of 1.45 points. In terms of percentage, we can say it was a hike of 0.33%. Now if you check out the valuations of the bank, the market capitalization of the bank is 1.22 trillion, whereas the 52-week high is 765.85, and the current value, as you know, is 434. So 765 434, that's some quite good gap in between both of them, whereas the 52-week low is 286. So if we compare 286, 434 and 765, there these three have some quite good distance between both of them. So we can say that the current price of this stock is neither near to its 52-week low nor something reaching near to 52-week high. So it is something in the mid itself. Now as you come on to the analysis of the stock, the bank is to declare its quarter results tomorrow. After reporting losses in the previous quarter, the bank is likely to book profits for the quarter ended June. Although having the most optimistic estimates, we expect to see only marginal profit growth in it. Whereas if we talk about the forecast for it, the net interest income, which is also called in its short form as NII, is expected to grow approximately by 12 to 19%, whereas the net interest margin, also called as NIM, is seen approximately at 3.4% levels. Whereas in the previous quarter, the losses were mounted on heavy provisioning made during the quarter, but as predicted by analysts, provisioning for June quarter could be less than that of March quarter. But they want to hear more on asset quality in retail as well as MSME segment, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, and update on moratorium. So this is something which is being said. Apart from that, we have predictions from various brokerage firms as well. So there is a brokerage firm named Narnolia Securities, which expects approximately 78% fall in profit for the bank, whereas Elara Securities, which sees approximately 15% fall in profit. As per ICICI Securities sees 48% fall in profit. Now coming on to Motilal Oswal Securities, it also sees 19% fall in profits. Nomura India sees 13% fall in profit. Therefore, we can say one thing that all the brokerage houses that we covered predict that there can be a fall in profit, and this is what their expectation is. So in the first half, as we covered, it says that it is likely to incur some marginal profit growth, whereas in the second half, by the brokerage firms, it is predicted that the bank can witness losses in its quarter one results. So there is a mixed review over here. So based on that, we can't come to a conclusion, although if we further scrutinize it, we can come to a conclusion, and we can derive some conclusion. The next thing of discussion is Bajaj Finance. The company's name is Bajaj Finance Limited. The stock last traded at 3,436 and reported an upgrowth of approximately 134.70 points, that is 4.08% in upside, which was a good movement. Now, as we come on to the valuations of the stock, the market capitalization of the stock is 2.06 trillion, and the 52-week high is 4,923.40 rupees. That is somewhat closer, but still there is a gap between the current price, which is 3,436, and that of the 52-week high, that is 4,923. So there is some good amount of gap between both of them. And apart from that, if you see the 52-week low, which is 1,783, so 1,783 then becomes the current price, which is 3,436, and finally the 52-week high, which is 4,923. Three of them seem to have a good gap, but the gap between the 52-week low and the current price is something greater, and therefore it's nowhere near its 52-week low, and somewhere closer to its 52-week high we can make out. Now, if we come on to the analysis of Bajaj Finance Limited, pre quarter results, the analysis say that the non-banking financial major company, which is going to announce its financial results tomorrow, is very likely that it shall witness up to 29% of fall in net profit for the quarter ended June 2020, and the reason for that is the nationwide lockdown in the months of April and May crippled demand and triggered liquidity freezes. Whereas in the recent updated 7th of July to exchanges, its asset under moratorium had reduced to that of 15.5% as of 30th June from that of 27%, which was recorded in the month of April, that is 30th of April. But it suggested that the company was considering additional accelerated provisioning in the June quarter to further strengthen its balance sheet. Now, if you see over here, there is some kind of analysis made by two brokerage firms, that is one is MK Global Financial Services, and the other one is ICICI Direct. Now, as for MK Global Financial Services, they see 15.81% year-on-year fall in the net profit of Bajaj Finance, and the reason to that is again slowdown in consumer loans during the quarter. However, it also expects 25.74% and 8.57% growth in both net interest income, that is NII, as well as the operating profit. And now coming on to the next one, that is ICICI Direct. Their analysis says that the company might report 28.80% fall in net profit due to spike in provisions. However, it sees a growth of 9.20% and 9.70% year on year, both in interest income as well as operating profit, respectively. So overall, over here with Bajaj Finance Limited, we can make out that it might incur profits, and it is very likely, as predicted by all of the segments that we discussed just now. It is very likely that the Bajaj Finance Limited company shall incur profits for tomorrow. So let's hope that it does so. This is something which is my view, and and this is my reading of the stock and its analysis. I might be 100% wrong in it, so I will leave it on to you to decide what is expected from you, and based on it make any decision to carry out either the trade or carry out investment in the stock. But this is my analysis. I shall be nowhere responsible for any kind of monetary losses that you might arise from it. So kindly note that point. As you can see, these are my social media handles. You are more than welcome to subscribe, like me over there also, so that you get informed as and when I upload a new video. Apart from that, you can also be in direct contact with me over there, or else I have also mentioned my email address, that is market.trends numeric 17 at the rate gmail.com. Apart from that, you can also comment me below in this YouTube channel itself. The comments section was not working earlier, but now I have rectified the issue with it, and now it's very well functionable. So you are more than welcome to comment me. If you have anything, you can also go ahead with the social media handles, or else if you have something personal or something which you want one-to-one interaction on, you can directly mail me, and I will try to get the query resolved as soon as possible. I hope you like the video. I tried to make changes as much as possible. I hope you like the video. If you did like and haven't yet subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel. At the same time, I will request you to click on the bell icon for timely updates, and lastly, please do share this channel with your friends and family, and also in your contacts, so that more number of people get associated with me. I wish you the very best for tomorrow's trading session, and also hope to come up with another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye bye.